public. Mr. Linden?
Robert Linden, West Rockville Township. I don't understand the duties of the policy committee with regards to policy. Is it your responsibility to review the policy and to correct the policy where it's incorrect or needs changes?
Of course.
Okay, policy 6.
Well, tonight we're discussing 249.
Policy 6 says regular board meetings shall be public and shall be held in the boardroom at the administration office at least once every 2 months. So I thought I would just inform the policy committee that the board has not been adhering to the policy. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other comments? Okay, Dr. Brevard, you want to go through this? 249, bullying and cyberbullying.
Thank you, Mrs. Miller. This policy is being brought to you, and the words underneath there are reviewed. We are not recommending any changes, but when the Pennridge School District, like every other school district in the Commonwealth, submits its annual Safe Schools report, the Bureau of Regular Education that deals with violent behaviors and truancy and suspensions, expulsions, arrests in school districts wants to make sure that the board has reviewed this every 3 years because it's a requirement that we send in a policy that at least has been reviewed. We are not recommending any changes because this actually follows the state law for bullying and cyberbullying. The policy, just so you know, that this is not the only policy that governs any kind of misbehaviors that students have. If there is bullying behavior, they are also subject to all the provisions under the unlawful harassment. And with both of those policies, we find that we are able to get students who actually commit those kind of behaviors in our school over to the police, so therefore they go under their supervision. So we're doing our very best to safeguard our students. But this is just a specific policy that they want to have. And Pennridge has always been I guess very aggressive in making sure that kids do not, use these behaviors, and if they do, there are sanctions for them. And Dr. Price and I are part of a committee that reviews when students are, involved in these types of behaviors. So it needs to say on the policy that it was reviewed. If there's a change in the law, then we would recommend that it come back to the committee, and that you make any adoptions for any policy where the state law has changed. But we are required to bring it to you for review, and that is what we're doing tonight.
Dr. Brevard, I just had one comment on the first page toward the bottom, that the students are directed to promptly report to the principal or designee. Does the designee also then allow the student would the student understand that they could report that to a guidance counselor or teacher?
Correct, and there's also there's a line that they can call as well.
Okay.
So the thing is, as long as there's a way to report, because there has to be more options. If a student believes that the person who's having a problem with them is the principal,
right?
They have to have an outlet. Just like with our employee, if they feel their supervisor is the one that is doing the harassing, they have to have an outlet. So that's to make sure that it's broad enough and wide enough so that the students can get the behavior to somebody that we can investigate.
And the students understand that it's
Correct.
not limited. Okay.
Correct. This is also they have this in their handbook. I know they go
Yeah, I
over
kind
it.
of saw that.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
That's right. I'm just saying, they have that, and they go over that, and when students are, do end up showing or letting us know that there's a problem, we do thank them for doing that because we can't deal with it. Another adult could be, we have some students that tell their parents who call us, and we tell the student, you did a great job by telling an adult so that it can be brought to the school district's attention. So that we do encourage that.
Any questions from board members? So we're okay to move this? Okay.
It's just going to now say, not revised, it's going to put down underneath there reviewed, and I'll give the date of the meeting, and that's it.
And we don't have to go through a second.
No, because you
Second
would
read.
you would
Okay.
actually be adopting it again or revising it. We are not doing
Okay,
that.
thank you.
They need to have this in the minutes where it was brought up in a committee meeting to review it.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, that,
That concludes our agenda. Any questions from the public? Comments? Any comments from the public? Board members? Seeing none, we're adjourned.
Thank you.
March 3rd.